I'm just going to go hiking. You're going to go hiking? You better be careful. There's bears out there. Okay, I will see. Matter of fact, before I go, two things. Number one, I'm not going to be the only one out there. And if I'm not going to be the only one out there, I don't got to outrun the bear. I just got to outrun the slowest person. That's like I feel like I'm still athletic enough to where I can outrun the slowest person, right? For my 28th birthday, y'all, I wanted two things. I wanted all you can eat crab leg. I wanted all you can eat crabs. I got it. Give me like 2.5 dozen, and I will literally have a field day. Okay, give me my Old Bay, my ketchup, mustard, and my mayonnaise. Whip it up with the stuff in it, and I'm good. The second thing that I wanted for my 28th birthday was I wanted to go skydiving. I wanted to jump out of an airplane 15,000 feet in the air and be able to live and talk about it. Now, could you imagine what my family would have told me if I would have said, hey, I want to go skydiving? Oh, you better be careful. What if the parachute doesn't open? Well, first of all, I'm not going skydiving by myself. Because if something does go wrong, it can't be my fault. This has to be on somebody else, right? This cannot be my fault, right? So on the second thing is, if you have a life insurance policy, it's not going to work because that's considered a hazardous and dangerous activity. Thank you, right? So here's the way I see this. A lot of times my family, what they did is they tried to educate me and mentor me out of fear. Y'all, I went to college out of fear because I was told if you don't go to college right after high school, you're a failure. And I had no idea how to go to college. I was a first generation college student. I got an older brother, older sister. I was the first one to graduate. Undergraduate degree. I'm the only one who has a master's degree. I'm going to be the only one I'm going back in June to start my doctoral degree. I'm the only one. So nobody has shown me the way. But here's what I want to say to you all. Don't operate out of fear. Steve Jobs has this, he uses this word, it's called dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. You can't live with the results of other people's thinking. Most people are going to try to scare you out of something because they never did it themselves. Because they never did it themselves. They are. So, as you start on this journey, don't start on this journey out of fear. If you're doing something and it scares you, you're going the right way. If you're thinking about doing something and it doesn't absolutely scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. You need to go back to the drawing board and you need to try something that's going to scare you. And that's what I did in my life. I started to face fear. Every time I got afraid, I got scared of something, I started to approach that. I approached that when I was in college, and in college, I had to get really good at managing time. I was a full-time student, 2-sport athlete, and worked 3 jobs at the same exact time to put myself through college. No one should ever have to do that. But I had to master my time, y'all. Can I tell y'all about my friend Ricky? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can tell you about my friend Ricky. So my friend Ricky, he gets a phone call from his doctor. And the doctor says, Ricky, I've got bad news and I've got worse news. Ricky says, okay, well, let's start with the bad news. Doc, what's the bad news? The doctor says, Ricky, you've got 24 hours left to live. Ricky says, oh my gosh. Well, if that's the bad news, Doc, how can it get worse than that? The doctor says, I couldn't get a hold of you yesterday. I'm gonna let everybody else catch up to that. So I'm gonna let everybody else catch up so everybody else knows it. Everybody knows what's happening right now with Ricky. Okay, he's on like a time clock. He has no idea when it's gonna happen, right? So I had to. That joke really made me think, man, what would I do if I had 24 hours left to live?